Hello, my dear students. I'm Hitesh Babal and I welcome you all to today's English class. Today we are going to study about the literary devices used in the poem A Photograph written by Shelley Towson. So let's begin. So here comes the first poetic device, or you can say literary device used in the poem, that is alliteration. It is the repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words. The instances of alliteration in the poem are as follows. These are the places where alliteration was there. Stood still. So here you can see the s sound is repeated. Through there. Here the sound is repeated. My mother's. So m sound is repeated. So likewise terribly transient and silences. So these were the 5 piece of alliteration used in the poem. Now let us move to the next literary device. Now let us discuss the next literary device, allusion. Allusion is a figure of speech in which the act of making an indirect reference to something is done. So the act of suggesting to something is being shown in the lines with the help of allusion. So here in the line, the cardboard shows me how it was. Allusion is present with the word cardboard. Allusion as a cardboard's lack of durability hints at the lack of permanence of life. This means the poet wants to convey this idea, the idea of permanence of life, like a cardboard doesn't have a durability, so this is a short-lived thing. Likewise, the permanence of life is there, that the human life is very short. Now let us move to the next poetic device. Now let us discuss about the next literary device. Here you can see there is a phrase which was there in one of the stanza, terribly transient feet. Terribly transient feet, it covers 3 literary devices. So the first one is the transferred epithet. A transferred epithet is a little known but often used figure of speech in which a modifier, usually an adjective, qualifies a noun other than the person or a thing it is actually describing. In other words, the modifier or epithet is transferred from the noun it is meant to describe to another noun in the sentence. Now what all this means? It means human life itself is temporary, not the feet. So when the adjective, or you can see the epithet means adjective. So when the adjective for one noun like life is transferred to another noun like feet, it is called transferred epithet. So here this feet actually resembles the whole life, but this adjective transient is actually transferred to another noun feet instead of the noun life. So this way, this is transferred epithet, an example of transferred epithet. Now this is also alliteration due to the repetition of T sound. Now with this we have already done in the previous slide, that T sound, terribly T and transient T sound is repeated. So let us understand about the next literary device, synecdoche. Synecdoche is a figure of speech in which a part is made to represent the whole or vice versa. In the terribly transient feet, feet represent the whole body. What does it mean? That the poet has actually replaced the whole body, whole person or made his presence with the word feet. Feet actually is a part of a body. So here feet doesn't mean the feet, it means the whole person. So this way this poetic device is used. So it represents the whole. Now let us move to the next poetic device or literary device, oxymoron. Oxymoron is a figure of speech in which two opposite ideas are joined to create an effect. The common oxymoron phrase is a combination of an adjective preceded by a noun with contrasting meanings. So here the phrase labored ease. Here labored means with great difficulty and ease means very easily. So these two are actually opposite in meaning and they are used together. So this is an example of oxymoron. The last poetic device used in the poem, that is personification. It is a poetic device in which something that is not human is given human characteristics. This device is often used in poetry to enhance the meaning and beauty of poems. It's silence silences. This is the last line of the poem. Here, the situation, what is the situation? Silence is the situation. So the situation has been given the human quality of being silent. Silence is written. So again I'm repeating, here the situation silence has been given the quality, human quality of being silent. So whenever we give something that is not human, some human qualities, so that is the characteristic or the use of the poetic device personification. So with that, I think we have discussed all poetic devices in detail, and I hope you all have understood the poetic device. So till then, meet you in the next video. Thank you.